Welcome everybody. Start getting your drinks choice ready. Just looking at a few things. In vertical, Chris Helms, hi. In regular, let's start running down the list. We got VMC, looks like the first one in. JC likes Pam. New Marshall in town. And let's see, anybody else? Jim Thompson, meetings from the Outer Banks. Hello, KJ. You already got KJ in with the Dr. Pepper coconut cream. And I do have it out already, so. Hey, Dale Nottingham in vertical. Just checking a few things, seeing if I can get stuff to work right. Jim Thompson has Pepsi Zero Cherry. BMC has Dr. Pepper Cream Soda. Fanta Orange Zero. And that's not working. Oh well. Anybody else? We got, oh, yes. Let's make sure we get the oldest years. BMC is 1919. Good thing I'm not at work because I hear Life Flight. New Marshall has Coke Zero Orange. Oldest years of what? Guessing the oldest pennies that we will find. New Marshall has 1925. Chris Holmes, 38. Jim Thompson, 1940. JC likes Pam, 36. KJ is 44. Ron Pierce is 34. Dale Nottingham is 1928. Can't spell tonight, but oh well. You should be able to actually I think that's the current horizontal. But if you go to my page, you should be able to see either one. According to this, my CloudBot is on. We'll see if we keep it working. I think we've got that working. Let's see, Ron Pierce was the last one I saw with the year. And I think everybody has got drinks in. I think I saw one that had it. If I remember right, it was New Marshall in Town, Coke Zero Orange. If there was anybody else besides New Marshall, just let me know. Got a box of pennies here. If anybody else has come in and you haven't guessed your year, go ahead and do so before I've got it open. Got some good guesses in there. And we got to get some coins out for New Marshall. So we've got our Indian head. It's the back. And it is a 1904. If it'll focus, I doubt it. Come on. There we go. It's 1904 Indian. I saw someone write a date in. Michael Erickson, welcome. We need a 2-cent coin. Let me grab those. Luckily I have them out. And I assume you want one with a date on it. Should have a date. If not, we'll get you a different one. That's got some. Let me see if I can get a better one. There we go. Maybe this one. So on this one, it is a 1867. It looks like. No, 1865. So there's your 2-cent piece. Let's grab your Steals, we'll find one from each. Put these on because I can't see it. I see something. There is a 43 regular. We'll see if there's a better one that come across it. 43 Denver. .43 Denver. 43 Denver. 43 regular. I know there's got to be an S, I'm sure of it. There we go, 43S. Yay, finally. Alright. Now we have the 9 to 19s. First one I grabbed out is a 1917. The 20s, we've got, make sure we get two different years. 1920. And a 24. Welcome, Lisa Anderson. I do have my horizontal going also. If you want to jump in there, you're welcome to. For the 30s, we're going to get two dates, so let's find that. There's a 39 and a 35. Switch back to this one. We've got our VUs. Pop the first one out here. Making sure I'm not touching it. Nice and shiny, 1958. Nice blazer. Pinch your staples down, always good to do that. I picked that up from a couple channels I've seen. So there's your coin pack. You got your BU, your 2 cent, your Indian head, your PD and S steals, 2 from the 20s, 2 from the 30s, and that 1917. So coin pack for New Marshall. Writing that down so I don't forget. Haven't got started quite yet, Lisa. If you want to get any guesses in, hurry and get that in for the oldest coin in the box. There we go. Oh, I'm sure we'll find it something. My best box has been, I think, 76 Wheaties. So I doubt we'll find that many. The other night with Copper Owl, I think we ended up with 14 or something like that. So Captain Vic is 1941. And I saw Mark Lester with the 37. Just trying one thing here. I have a thing that was supposed to merge the chats, but it obviously didn't work, so oh well. Alright, Tim 1909. Take a look here real quick. No enders that I'm seeing. There are some older ones on top, so we'll see if those end up being Wheaties. Oops. Give me just a second, I just knocked some stuff over. There we go. Okay. Knocked a bunch of my rounds over that will be given away throughout the night. Well, yeah, throughout the night if we get 25 likes. We've got a copper round. Alright, Pawn Vertical, taking a break from shipping, about halfway done. Yours is packaged and labeled. Have a great hunt. My bank did let me get one box of pennies this week. Yeah, I'm hoping I can get some more. Nichols, I asked them if they could order me about 4 more boxes, and we'll see if they do. Did you hear about the penny box I opened last week? I can't remember, Dale. Jim Thompson said best box was 48 Wheaties, and 2 boxes before that had 30 Canadians. Nice. Dale, no, penny was newer than 2019. It was loaded with coppers and BUs from 61 to 19. Nice. $20.23, but it's a Denver. So it's not the Philly extra V. Oops, I did see a 19. I forgot to check that. No, it was a Denver. Never mind. It's on the Philly. And I'll probably just go through the varieties after the stream. If you're wanting to stick around, you're welcome to. Looks like at least the Streamlabs is working in the horizontal, which is nice. Just checking something here. There we go. No, guess not. Okay. If you don't have points, one of the mods can throw those in for you. If you want to be a mod, let me know. I'm not the fastest with pennies, so just so you're aware of that. Hoping we can find some varieties at least. I'm not good at finding many, but we'll still search what we can. We're supposed to have gotten 1 to 3 inches of rain today. It rained for about a whole 10 minutes, and that was it. We're supposed to get a bunch tomorrow, well, this whole weekend, from the Hurricane Priscilla, or whatever it is, in the West Coast. Pulling out 82s and stuff so we can check them later. If I get off camera, just tag me and I will try to get back on. I think I've got it to where I can't go down further. I was supposed to go to the south rim of the Grand Canyon tomorrow, but plans changed, so won't be doing that. Instead, we'll be going to football on Saturday. Sun is playing their finals. They've gone scoreless in every game except for one, and that one only had 2 scores against them, so basically they're completely undefeated. So that's cool. Exclamation me, it looks like the thing is working. You can throw your link in if you provide content, want subscribers. Evening Otis Cauldron in vertical. I've also got horizontal on my channel. I am doing a dual stream. Some people like one over the other. Well, at least the CloudBot's working tonight. Sometimes these things are a little hard to see. You can do exclamation games and it shows you which ones are available. I don't know if it'll work in the vertical one. It looks like it's not working on the CloudBot over there. That's 19. Oh, no. Hello, Gatita. I do have the horizontal one also. The CloudBot's working in that one tonight. So I doubt the giveaway will work in the vertical. Nickels and halves and quarters are a lot easier to see. Hopefully everybody's doing good. Usually by now I already have all my Christmas presents and everything, and I honestly haven't even started this year. So I am quite behind. So I have to start looking for that kind of stuff. Peekaboo! Like I said, I'll do these off to the side. Of course, I got home and there was 2 returned envelopes in my mailbox. Hello, Miguel. I had sent the copper rounds out and forgot to put postage, so they returned it. So I know I think I've heard from both of you. Hey, Dale and Horizontal. The giveaway will be more copper rounds. I got some more in, but a lot of them were duplicate, unfortunately. So I will show those when we have them. Welcome, Gary. Didn't see you come in. So hopefully there's a few more choices that you guys can choose from. Hey, Shannon Smith. Got your box planned for Monday night. Hopefully it will be a good one. I'm thinking it will be. I haven't had any of the other donators reach out yet. Oh, something's trying to escape. What is it? So it's one of those things. Hopefully we find some really cool stuff. Bought a bag of 1,000 wheats and ended up with a Flying Eagle cent, and 4 Indian heads mixed in. So that was a nice surprise. It's not the greatest condition, right where on the 1858 there's a wide letters and a small letters or something. And right where that would be seen, it's worn down, so unfortunately I can't tell, so I'm just assuming it is the large because it's the less valuable. I'm surprised we haven't had a Weedy yet at all. Usually have some. Gathering up a big pile to go through later. Under 2015. Oh yeah, I saw that one you sent me, and hopefully we'll find some stuff like that. And so far the oldest one is 1964. So we still got a lot of ways to go, and I'm sure we'll find something older. Luckily you guys are able to talk amongst yourselves. I kind of get focused on these pennies because, like I said, I'm not the quickest at pennies, but try to remember, hopefully, to need some wheats. Yes, we do. I wish I could get that working in both. I have something I was trying to mirror the chat so that one, it like takes it from one chat and forwards it to the other, and vice versa. But that way everybody can see, and then CloudBot is supposed to be able to work in both streams. It worked in both streams the other night, so I don't know why it only went to one. They say it's just grabs the first one in the thing, and that was 1954, but it was a 64. I'll get it down eventually, and then they'll change it. What year do you think that is? Throw your guesses in. Obviously you can tell it's a different shield back, so it's a newer one. Is this thought being so damaged? Throw your years. Give everybody a little bit of time, and then I'll flip it once I'm done with this roll. Got that many more left. Got 19, 22, 15, 19, 10, 14, 13, 15. That's a 95 team. You got a 20, a 2012, and a 22. So far, the oldest one so far is a 62. Okay. Looks like Mark is the last one. And it is a 2013. I think I saw someone with the 13. Maybe not. Let's see, 1920. There's a 15. Oh, Jim Thompson, 13. That's where I thought. So let's get Jim's name up on the wheel of names. Boom, and it's all downhill from here. Hello, Tim Evans. Scott Christensen in vertical, what's up? Thank you for joining. I do have the horizontal one pinned at the top. It's where we'll do the giveaways if it doesn't show up in both. There's actually quite a few newer ones than I thought. Hello, Crafty. Thank you for joining. At least hopefully we'll have something. So hopefully we'll have a good box, but if not, I will definitely make sure you're taken care of. A 55 DDO would be nice. True, Scott. Tonight's drink, orange cream Coke Zero. Can't remember who won it, but someone got it. And tonight it was just picked just whatever sounded good. Scott, never heard of that. How is it? It's not bad. It's different, but it was good enough. I bought it in a 20-ounce bottle to try it. And hello, welcome Vincent C. Riley Hunt's Coins. Got you around today. Awesome. 2 people did not get theirs because I forgot to put postage on. So I will have to get those resent out. When I saw them, I was like, oh, don't tell me they're going to start sending these back. And then it was like, postage due. I'm like, oh, duh. Yeah. I don't usually get too many Coke products. This week the special is Pepsi products, buy 2 get 2. So I will be going down and picking up a bunch. Awesome, glad to hear. If I only had one to drink, I'd probably go with Pepsi products. But the Coke Zero products aren't bad, and like for me, Sprite or Sprite or I guess now it's called Starry or something. I don't even know if 7-Up's still around. It's like you see it, but it's never like prominent anymore. I was reading a thing that In-N-Out serves Coke products, but instead of Sprite, they still serve 7-Up, which is Pepsi product, I think. And the reason behind, nope, nothing yet. Vincent, it's been a slow walk so far in the first 7 rolls. This is roll 8. I guess one of their factories or something burnt down, and 7-Up or something said use one of ours, and because of that, that's why they serve 7-Up. Yep. I like the Pepsi Zero. I have Pepsi Zero Cherry. I have mostly all, but like I said, sometimes it's They are in the horizontal stream, Scott. So I have the vertical and the horizontal. The horizontal one is pinned at the top of your chat, or bottom, wherever it is. Hey, John Jacobs, in vertical. So far, the box tonight has been slow. I'm on roll 8, and we have found 0 Wheaties. Dr. Patterson's Pharmacy in Round Hill, Virginia, and get one of the fountain root beers. Ooh. Weird. If you go to my channel page, just Dad Hunts Coins, it should have both options available on it. Don't know why it would say it's unavailable, but weird. Let me just make sure. Ah, there you are. Welcome. I do have the slot games. You can do exclamation slots or exclamation games, and it will give you all the different slot games. Exclamation me, it will post your channel link. The vertical isn't working tonight on the chatbot or Streamlab, whatever it is. So unfortunately, Otis, I don't think you will get anything in that one. Both stream versions popped up. That's good. Same thing, John. The vertical one is not working that way. Tonight it is only in horizontal. So that's where we'll do our like 25 light giveaway and stuff will be off of that. So I'm sure someone's paying attention to it and keeping track on it. If you don't have points, mods can give those to you. I can go in and add some. Yeah, I'm not sure why it's sometimes it chooses one stream over the other. The one night it was working in both and then quit in one of them. I also have a lot of like Crystal Light plate flavored packet things. It's 1969. We will find an older one, just don't know when. Otis needs some points. Okay. Give me a second, I'll go in. points to a few people. Shannon Smith has points. Alright. If you run out, let me know. Everybody should have, that didn't have points, has 2 million in their account now. You would think that they would be able to have the technology that you wouldn't have to use extra programs and stuff to, like, have to mirror chat, and which that one's not working either. But yeah, I'm just glad it's working in the if I do that, it tends to go to just the live. I've tried redoing that, you know, tried turning it off and on again, but it doesn't seem to help. Hey, Mark Lester got 3 money bags, guys. I have a bag of change from work, from the candy machine. The person who does it emptied it out, and if she takes it down, they charge 3% because it's a business account. To go through the coin machine. So me, last time, after she was telling me that, I was like, give it to me, I'll go through it, dump it in my account, and write you a check. So she did that. I wrote her a check for the amount, and I got to hunt the coins, and she got the no fee. Denver, dang it. And then she gave me a bag of cash because she goes something about, do you want to deposit this at the same time? And so I said, well, I'll go through them first. I was like, I'll look for fancy serial numbers and star notes and things like that. So hopefully we'll get it. The last time I did not find anything at all. I'm not expecting to. It's funny when you kind of come in mid-conversation between people, and all I saw was he's running 60 miles an hour or jumping over a 15-foot fence. I'm like, what? Who? What? And then I saw it said Jim Thompson. Ten rolls and nothing. Man. I don't think I've ever had a box this bad. And Washington crossing with Die Clash on front of his face. Got a nice 64 shiny. I'll send it to you if you'll need it. On those Blazers, I don't mind sending that. And it's still not working in that one, Otis, unfortunately. It's just the horizontal that's working in. Oh, 70D, okay. I'm just amazed at this box. If it is an absolute skunker, which I doubt, I'll give you a mulligan and we'll redo it. I'm not expecting that. But it's not fair if I got a crappy box. I was able to get one box from one bank that said that they're not being able to order them anymore, which I don't get because in this year they've already minted like 700 million pennies. And they're going to be around for a long time. It's not like they're just going to disappear, and you know, just because they won't be making them doesn't mean that they're not still out there. I'll have to work, tune back in after I get there. Nice. I've had to do that many times. That's where I first started kind of watching coin channels, was when I was at work. I was working the ER nights, so I'd go in at 3 p.m. when I was married. Her kids would get home from school at 3, and then I would go to work from 3 to 10. So it allowed me to stay home with the kids all day, so we didn't have to hire a babysitter or anything. So I would do a call on there also, and scrolling through one night and I came across Rob Flame's Treasure, and I was like, oh, that's kind of cool, you know, because I do coins, but I never like searched or anything, and got hooked. And then I found Pause channel, $1968. Then I came across like Southern Metals and Marcomanics, Copper Owl, you know, just those ones. Usually the vertical live is like the whole screen, looking at like a phone regular, and the horizontal is like when your phone is sideways. So not sure why it would look the same. Quite a few things that just aren't working right. I think part of it is user error, that my settings are, I think part of it is because I use VPNs, and so even on some things it will not let things through. So I don't know if I'll have to split tunnel it or what. I don't think it is, because I can get through just fine. Because usually it'll block you before you even get to the point of getting on. So Silver Secret. I never did watch Ravenhawk. I'd heard about him, like, you know, when Rob and stuff would do like joint shows and stuff. But I still come across channels that I've never seen before, and I was like, came across B. Wallers the other day, well, a couple months ago, I think. But you got a lot of different ones out there, and usually the algorithm goes, oh, this person's watching this type of thing, here's another channel you might like. But then sometimes it's like the next thing that pops up is irrelevant, and it's like, why did you show me that? Got a package from B. Waller's channel today with some stuff that I had won. I haven't gone through it yet because I wasn't going to have time. So we'll see. All I did was open up a couple of my packages that I got that had some rounds in them. So some of them are duplicate, but oh well. Ooh, excuse me. So some of them are new, some of them are repeats, some that I already had. So got a handful of duplicate ones and only a couple I haven't had before. Can't remember who it was maybe JC Likes Pans, or one of them had that one, and I picked up another one. So I did get some of them in capsules. Some of them came in flips. So I can put them in a capsule if you win, if it's in a flip, or I can just send the whole flip to you. Oh man. 1 year off. 1959. But that's the oldest now. Which is not saying a lot for this box. And some of them are in, like one flip will have 2, and it's one of those things that if it's one of them that has 2 in it, then I'll just take one of the other ones out and send it. So, but you'll get it at least in flip. And like I said, if you want a little capsule, some of these it looks like someone didn't handle that well, unfortunately. A lot of 2019 D's, but no P's. Yep. I've got the 59s that Jacobson Vertical says the other night I got a 49p cent upgraded, the one in my oldest cent book. Nice. Xzol. Sorry for the dumb question. If you have silver coins, does 1964 count as silver, or should be 63 and earlier? So all 64s are 90% silver, whether it be a dime, quarter, half, or full dollar, like, you know, any of those. So anything 64 or older is 90% silver. I'm assuming you're talking like a half dollar. If it's half dollars, 65 through 70 is 40% silver, but only on half dollars, not like quarters and dimes. So to answer your question, yes, 64 and older is silver. If it's a half dollar and it's a 64 or older, it's a 90%, and right now melt would put it, I think it, I'm not sure what it ended at today, but like 17 bucks or something. So hit that thumbs up. If we get 25 likes, we'll do a giveaway in my vertical or my horizontal. I do have both vertical and horizontal there. Xzol. My horizontal one, you can play games. It's not working in the vertical. Very welcome, Xzol. May not be a coin guru or anything like that, but I do try to pass on what I do know. Not sure where we're... Oh, I was just about to see if someone would check, and it's at 22 likes, so 3 more, we'll do a copper round giveaway in the horizontal one. I would do both. If it works in both, great. If not, it looks like it'll just be the horizontal one tonight. Yeah. I do the dual version because they have that ability. Doug Harding says 1797 melt at 49.70 for a 90% half. Nice. I do have one horizontal one also, Doug. So if you jump into that one, if we get to 25 likes, which is only a few away, then we'll do a giveaway. Hopefully, I doubt it'll work. If the bot's not working in vertical, then I doubt it will work for the giveaway. So might just think about hopping over there if you do want in. And John Jacobs jumped over into the horizontal one now. The vertical gets people like scrolling and passing through, but the vertical doesn't keep as many people in there, whereas the horizontal is where usually most people are and they're chatting, and is ones that tend to stick around. So I get watched hours is what I'm working on. I have the subs, but not the watched hours, so I've started streaming. Only been, I think, just over a month of streaming now. And I've went from 500 watched hours on my regular recap videos to, it takes a week for it to actually post, but if you count the ones that haven't posted yet, it's over 800 or something. So basically I've gained 300 hours in the last month, so slowly getting there. If you don't have any points, holler at me or have someone mod. There are mods that can do that. But we can add points to you. And again, it'll only be in the horizontal one right now. Hey, Doug jumped over. John Jacob needs points. Okay. And I think you can do let me add some in there. I think it's exclamation add points or something. I can't remember. But let me get you guys some. Giving everybody 2 million that doesn't. I try to start everybody 2 million. There you go. Huh. And according to the default commands, it should be for, it's exclamation add points all together, no space, and then the amount, and then, or the name and then the amount. So it'd be exclamation ADDPOINTS, and then at whatever name and the amount is somehow it is. I haven't ever done it through there just because 25 likes, okay. Let me go to here. If you are in the vertical, I doubt this will work for you. You'll need to get to the horizontal, but we are going to start a 25 like giveaway. You got 3 minutes to enter. It will be for a copper round. It's exclamation GAW. Did it? Yep, okay. Want to make sure it said it was started, so. I see Silverman, welcome. If I didn't see you guys when you come in, then, you know, it's trying to do the hunt and look at the chat every so often. New at modding, yeah, it's like BA Trainer can do it with no problem. It's one of those, I don't know the commands off the top of my head. I know some of them, and then I've set some up that will be like the exclamation me. You're welcome to put that in if you provide content and need subscribers. Isaiah, I'm doing a giveaway in the horizontal. So if you get over to the horizontal stream, you are welcome to enter a giveaway for a copper round. Anybody that wins is got to either be 18 or older, or 13 or older with parental permission. They would just need to send me an email saying it is okay for me to send their child a item, because you're under 18, you can't legally enter those. Something like that. So that's why a parent can claim it on your behalf. I don't know if we have anybody less than 18, but you do see streams with those in there. So the horizontal exclamation GAW will get you entered. I think most of you have probably already been in there, or already done that. I'll probably open it up because it always ends with a little couple seconds or whatever left. And I will open it back up once it does so that everybody can actually get a chance. Usually 3 minutes is more than enough, but because it's not working in both streams, I want to make sure everybody has a chance to get in. Let me get that opened back up. Give me a second. It closed with 15 seconds, so we are resuming entries. So you can go ahead and try that again, Mark, if you haven't already gotten in. Right now I see Silverman, Scott, Otis, JC, VMC, Mark Lester, KJ, John Jacobs, New Marshall, Doug Harding, Shannon Smith, Gary Huddleston, Jim Thompson, and Crafty Dragon. Riley Hunt's Coins is in now. Almost done with this roll, but I figure we'll do it after. So if you are in the vertical and you want in, you'll have to head over to the horizontal. I wish I didn't have to do that, but it doesn't want to work for both. Okay. So we've got entries closing. About 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Let me get over to the monitor there. Winner is Jim Thompson. Jim Thompson is the lucky winner tonight. Let's go back and I'll show you your options. I've got a whole bunch of these, so I'll just kind of quickly go through them. I've got the poker chip. Got Trump Pence 2020. I've got a eagle head with a seal, like a back of a quarter look or whatever. Planes and tanks, safety in numbers. I got USA with an eagle. Santa with the Christmas tree. Vietnam veteran, 65 to 75. Marines, Iwo Jima, February 23rd. And then the other ones that I just got in are that one. This is the front and back, so you can just see both at the same time. It's General Flynn. This is the same thing, shows the front and back at the same time. It's a Liberty or Death, Don't Tread on Me. And the rest are all duplicates of those. So anything catch your eye. So like I said, on one of these that have front and back, I'll just put it into a different flip or a thing. I can run through them again if you need. Don't Tread on Me, Liberty or Death, that's the front and the back of it. That's the front and the back of General Flynn, Real American Hero. USA. Let's find that one. So America, One Nation Under God, USA. There you go. Dougie needs points. Okay, give me a second. And I'm just writing this down. So just send me an email whenever. Name, if it's different than your channel, and your address. And I've got that one set off to the side for you. You needed points, so let me get back to there and oh, wrong one. Okay, Doug should have 2 million points. Dad Hunts Coins at Gmail. If you put exclamation email, it will throw that in. And I just realized my scroll is not working tonight. Weird. Thought something looked weird. Well, I guess a few things are going wrong. I'll get it figured out sometime. It's just hard to test some of it sometimes, you know, even if you did like a private stream. It like takes my IP address, and because it's a VPN, it wants to, maybe that's the problem, I don't know. But I'll figure it out. I am surprised there is not one Wheatie so far. Well, there's the first 2024. Don't know if you need that one or not. If you need it for a book, I'll throw it in. If you don't need it, then I'll throw it back into circulation. Well, maybe now that you said that, new Marshall, asking where the wheats are, maybe they'll finally come out. Kind of like the Pied Piper. Like I said, if it is a complete skunk, like an absolute crap box, I'll make up to you somehow. I can give you some extra coins or some extra Wheaties, something. I honestly have never had that happen. Roll 20, we're opening up. Let's play the guessing game. Throw the year you think that is. Sometimes on these it's fun to guess the corroded one. So I'm just going to set that there. Probably won't focus too bad or well, but I have another 2024D. So like I said, if you do need it, let me know. I'll pull the nicest one out. So far I got 77, 77, and 85, and 98, 73, and 05. And if someone already guesses your year, that's completely fine because everybody could put the same year and win. So it's not like whoever gets in first. Usually Gatita on Blaine's channel, B. Waller, Gatita's like on there all the time, like the names. Always getting extra entries. Thank you, Jim. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . Anybody else getting in? Give you about 10 seconds. And then we'll flip it. Good on the 24s? Okay. Just wanted to make sure. It is a 2007. I doubt it'll focus. Anybody have 07? 77. A 98's the closest. An 05. New Marshall. Nice. 44. On the nickels and stuff, sometimes it's one of those that you'll see the mint mark on the back or something, and on the newer ones, of course, it's on the front, so then you know it's going to be, I think you're a little behind, Cap and Vic. Awesome. I do that a lot. I'll be watching one thing and I know some people absolutely hate it, but when I would go to my grandpa's, he would watch a channel and then like on the news or something, and then a commercial would come on, he'd switch channels and go to the next one, and then when that one had it, he'd go to a different one and he would just bounce around. And so I kind of do that. I will be watching something, and when it's a commercial, I'll flip over to a different channel, and then I'll flip back, and yep, that was that cha-ching. I have that set up for my Hunt Coins account, so I can recognize it from my other ones. I have 2 Yahoos, 3 Gmails, I have a work, I have a bunch of different ones. So I have one that's like a personal one I mainly use, and then I have a kind of like a more formal one. And then I have one that has my name with .mba for when I will need to apply for a job or something. Hopefully they will follow through on what they're talking about at work and look at moving me up to an assistant finance director, because the CFO stepped down because he's getting ready to retire in a year, and so they brought a new CFO in, and so he stepped down, and so they were thinking maybe put me in as an assistant to him, and then when he retires I would just be ready and already able to do most of his stuff. So we'll see. That's why I still do calls, because I like the money. Again, if you don't have points, just holler, I'll add some. Exclamation Games gives you all the game options that are available. Exclamation Me will give you a link for people to sub to if you provide content and want to have your address there. Exclamation Email, so if you win, like Jim did. Usually I have that scrolling across the bottom of the thing, but ooh, I doubt it is, but we will check. I'll flip over to the scope just because I never come across these. Oh, it's on the front, isn't it? Never mind. So it would be, I don't see it, but I think it'd be somewhere right about there. Dang it. Well, we tried. Almost all of them I come across are 23Ds. That's the first 23 I've seen. I'm racking up the pile of pennies to go through later. I was kind of surprised I found a 23 filly. I saw him open some rolls that someone had sent him, and it seemed like you could almost see it just straight without it, but of course the scope makes it easier. But yeah, it's one of those you can definitely see when it's a V. I can't remember exactly where it's at, but I know it's down in that area, so I know it's not like, you know, looking in some weird place. It's like if you're not seeing it in that general area, it's not there. It's kind of weird that you never hear about the extra V, and I only started hearing about it like a year ago, and it was like, where have I been for the last... Well, I guess it's 23, never mind. For some reason in my mind I was thinking 2019. So yeah, I've been hearing it for about a year now. Some of these are just difficult to read. Hey, Foster's Finds. Welcome. If anybody is in the vertical, you want to jump over to the horizontal, that's where everyone's at. Get to play some games over there. We need to start guessing some more. We've only guessed 2. I don't know if it picks it up on camera very well. It doesn't look like it, but it is like purple. Did you want that toned one? set off to the side, so if you do, I had already shown the year on that one, unfortunately. But we'll get another one here in just a second. Okay, I'll throw it in. If they're like that one, that was just kind of cool. It had like this purple hue to it. On the back, more pronounced. You can see flashes of it come through, but the front isn't as much purple, but still, it's cool. Okay, start getting your guesses ready. I think I found a pretty decent one to try it on. If I can get these other pennies out of my hand. Ooh, I almost put that face up. That wouldn't have been good. $67, $77, $78, $73, $73, $73. Everybody's just guessing 73 and you all win. If it's a 73. Yes. At least we could get you something before you took off, Jim. Nice win on that. I'll get that probably in the mail, I'm guessing, tomorrow. 70 to 64. An I2. A 12? 82. Okay. I'm like, interesting. I did that the other night. I had like stupid autocorrect. You'd put something in and it would change it. Anybody else? I'm going to flip it over. And so it was changing all my stuff. 64. Let's see, we got a 67. Oh, Silverman with 64, exactly dot on. Let me get you in on the wheel of names. On the wheel, you don't have to be present to win. I prefer you do, but you do not have to. But at the end of stream, we will do the live giveaway. So if you're on the wheel and you're not there and you win, you do have a week to email me. After a week, I'm going to consider it forfeited. And it will go back into the pot of options for people. I do have one that has not emailed me yet. It was a wheel one, so I think we've got till Monday afternoon, as long as it's before the start of the next stream, I figure. I appreciate all the likes. I honestly did not think I'd start doing 25 like giveaways this soon, but I started that and been doing faster than I thought. So it is very thankful for everyone's support. Next Monday, I'll be streaming at 5:30 Mountain, and it will be a box for Shannon Smith. He was one of the donators on Paw Spare Time, and at that level, it was one that I threw in a penny or nickel box hunt, and so far he has gotten with me, so I put him first on the list. I think there's 6 other people or something, but I sent emails out. Hopefully everybody got them. Don't know if anyone's in here that did, but hopefully I'll have enough stock that I won't have to pause any of them. Throw your ears in, what you think? I'll give you a hint. It's newer than 1900, but older than 2013. Actually, I should say it's at least a 59 because it's not a Wheatie. But it's younger than 2013 because that's when the design changed, I believe. 75, 78, 66, 79, 76, 59, 81. Ooh, Marshall's going for that low one. KJ 78. And I can't believe I didn't put stamps on those others. For some reason I stuck stamps on some of them and not the others. And 84. Alright, anybody else getting a guess in? I'm going to flip it here in just a second or two. $1972. Anybody have 72 on? 75. I think 75 was the closest. Doug Harding. Get your name on that wheel there. Awesome. I figure it's a little fun way to let people kind of be interactive a little bit instead of just sitting there listening to me ramble. Sometimes that's what it feels like when you have a stream, is it's like feel like you're talking to yourself, but I'm not. Roll 25, officially halfway through the box. I don't want this to be a new record of the worst box. It's like at work I have a kind of a couple records, and it's not ones that you want. I slammed the crap out of a couple of them. I had, before, my record was 4 transfers in a weekend, which, I mean, I've had other times. But one weekend, in one day. Hi, Jimmy Licari in vertical. I'm also on horizontal. Over there, we've got games going. Doug's over in horizontal also. So I don't know if it, the link at the top should, that's pinned. Oldest penny so far is 1959. And JJ and Chris Helms and Otis are also in the horizontal. So right now I think if there's other people in there, they haven't been talking. And Shannon Smith in horizontal said, "Yo, Jimmy Licari." They do have the slots over there, and gamble, and go on an adventure, and duel. Doug Harding says Jimmy in the wrong dimension. Hey! Jimmy was lost, but now he's found. We have found absolutely 0 pennies, or 0 Wheaties. I mean, we have a whole box of pennies, but... So you haven't missed much. Maybe you'll be our good luck charm. Pull a couple of these out that we'll do guessing. Yeah, it's kind of funny. I had a penny box that had a dime in one of the rolls, and then I opened up a dime box and there was a penny in one of the rolls. Get your guesses in, what you think the year. I haven't seen the front, so I don't even know. But another hint, it's at least a 1959 and it's younger than a 2013. 66, 73, 74, 77, 74, 68, 78, 76, 83. Hey, Smoker 360. While I'm doing that, I'm going to go in and give some points to some people. Foster's Finds gave you some. Smoker 360, you've got some. Okay. Gonna flip it. It's a 77. Otis had a 77. Smack dab on. You get your name on the wheel there, Otis. Congratulations. If you do exclamation games, that will show you all the different games that you can use. Gamble, slots, duel, and adventure, or whatever it's called. Got to run, but we'll leave you up running for the time. Thanks for the fun. Thank you for stopping in. Any little bit of watching helps. I appreciate it. I did pull one out for everybody to look at here in a second. Looked like another one of those kinds, so who knows what year it is. Get your guesses in. Eighty-one, 79, 60, 74, 78, and 77. Any more guesses? I'll flip it here in just a second, just so we don't spend all night. Not an 09? Nope. And it's at least a 59. I know that much for certain. Okay. It is a 1985. Foster's was 81. KJ was an 82. KJ. All right. Hopefully we can find some Wheaties and do that with. Maybe this will be a box that has an Indian head. I've never had an Indian head in a box before. There hasn't even been any Canadians in here either. Stinkin' Zinkin' Lincoln. There's another one of those dirty ones. And you never know what they're going to be. They've been in the 70s and 60s and even in 80s. 67, 73 is 78. $82, $85, $72. Give you about 10 more seconds. Should be enough time to get a guess in. Okay. Get Tita's in. Ooh, Mark Lesser just made it as I flipped it. And I haven't even looked at the date. Looks like a 1979. Anybody have a 79? I have a 78. So New Marshall, you got another one in there. And if I do get one wrong, I hope you guys will yell at me. And Marshall's been on the wheel 3 times now. Odds are in his favor so far. Just not in wheat sense. If you provide content, you can hit !me, and we'll put your channel link for people to visit and throw subs to. And Marshall had a good nickel box, but maybe I just chose him a bad penny box. Hopefully these will pick up and not be bad. Whoa. Ah. Let's see what the ones that were escaping. Sure we'll find something. I would have used that one, but it was already face up, so. If you've come in and you don't have points, holler, I'll add some to it. So the 3 that were trying to escape when I opened it were a 1959. So we've matched the oldest. 2010 and 2002. I wish there was a lot more finds. It'd be more exciting. Awesome, Silverman. Just like that, your post or your link should post here. Ah, well, I just threw a penny in the trash. Let's make sure. Yep, I am subscribed, so unfortunately I can't help you. I always try to sub to anyone that needs it. It's free, it doesn't cost anything, just like giving a thumbs up. Now they have the boost thing that you can boost people's channels. And the more it gets boosted, the more it gets put out there, I guess. I happened to see it on someone's channel I came across, and I was like, oh, that's cool. I watch them, so I give it a boost. I think from what I could find, because I had no idea what the heck it was, I think you get 3 boosts per week or something. "21 rolls left after this one." Maybe I'll throw in a edge search dime hunt if it ends up this way. So I do have a few boxes of those. The banks were like begging me to basically take them. They're like, please, can you take some dimes? So I said, sure. I think that was the UPS man. I heard what sounded like UPS truck pull up. Now it started up, and it was the quietest knock I have ever heard. I would not have heard it except for I don't have like TV going or anything. This is crazy. I've been going 2 hours and no finds. If only these dates were a little bigger. Well, I don't think anybody saw it, but I got a Wheatie. Throw your guesses in if you're still here. Anybody? Is it just me, or is it? There we go. I don't know why my thing must have froze up, because it was like, is no one even here? So now I gotta go in. Hey, Bellows Forge, you're one that kind of popped in when my thing was frozen. So we're guessing the Wheatie year. We got 54, 51, 56, 57, 57, 35, 56, 53, 41, 48, 52, and 56. Okay. I think Silverman's the last one that I see. It's weird that it had frozen. I thought I was talking to myself or something. It's a 50... 53. Let's see, we got 54. 53, New Marshall. Man, you are hitting it. So we now have the oldest of the time. So it looks like maybe tonight he's not having any luck in his pennies. But he's getting luck in guesses. For a minute there, when it was, the chat was like frozen, it wasn't moving or anything. I thought, did they get so bored that they left? Jimmy had 52. Well, New Marshall had 53, so he hit it exactly on. At least I thought it was a 53. Yep. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things that... No, you're good. Oh, there we go. Another 2023. Let's go over to the scope real quick. Normally I don't go back and forth, but... And I don't see it. We'll do the upside down thing. No. You're lost, Mark? $54, yeah. Nice. Again, if you come in and you don't have points, holler and I'll add some to you. Wish it was one of those things that it would like automatically add them if it gets under a certain amount or something. Yeah, I need to get a second map for my other spot that I hunt, for when I do my own hunts. Do I save 2025s? No. Because I think when I looked there was like 700 million of them minted or something. Otis is on fire. Well, let's put him out. Oh no. Oh, okay. He's on fire with the slots. This one's all chewed up and beat up. 3 years of what life this started out at. It's an absolute horrible one. $64.79, a 200. 2000. Figured it was 2000, but 80, 97, 84, 2086. Anybody else? 92. A few more seconds. If you haven't entered, get your chance in. I'm about to flip it. Doug Harding got in. New Marshall's in. No New Marshall's luck. He's going to win it. And Mark Lester's 92. Okay. It is, I need a little help with this one. I think that's a 1974. Crazy. Who had it? Let's see. 74. Jimmy is 5 off. So is it Jimmy that I see? I think he's the closest at 5 off, unless I'm doing math wrong in my head. There we go. Congratulations, you are now on the wheel. Maybe a little rigged. Never know. So for the closest guess to 53, everybody is way off. Right now, Captain Vic, something, whatever it is the closest at the moment, I believe. He's the only one with one in the 40s. John Jacobs has joined Jimmy Licari's hunt. That would have been a good one. It was a 65. But it was face up. Bellows has joined. Otis has joined. I don't know how those point things. It's like must have just been, I'm assuming, based on what you bet, but that's just kind of weird. I'm surprised that there's been some 2023 fillies. I don't see the fillies in my area much, especially with Denver being one state away. There's a brown one. Let's throw any guesses in. Otis, man. You got 3 money bags. Didn't you get 3 money bags earlier? 76 to 71. 73, 66, 82. 83, 72. $4.65. Anybody else? Anybody else? Anybody else? Jimmy's 81. Okay, I'm flipping it. 82. Bellows exactly on. Nice job. Jimmy was almost on, but Mike Larson was almost on, but nope. I think that's the first time he got on tonight. That would have been a good one, but it was face up. That's a 69S, I think. Oh, so close. There's a couple from the edge. I figure we'll do. This thing has had a rough life. You can see it's a new design, but man. $14 and $19, $17. I don't know if I have 8-ball. Let me check. It says it is. Yeah, not sure why it's in there. John Chum, yes. Everybody is over in the horizontal. Okay, flipping it. I think that's a 2015. So over in the horizontal, we've got games and stuff that you can play. It's not working on the vertical. Oh, 2012. All right. So 2012. Anybody have a 12? I see a 14. Oh, 11. A 13. So Michael and John Jacobs, you both get in because you're one off each way. And John Jacobs. I have it pinned at the top. I think that should be the right link. If not, you can always go to my regular channel, Dad Hunts Coins. That's just my handle. So if you go to youtube.com/@DadHuntsCoins, you'll go straight to my channel. And then you should be able to get a link from there, but that link was working for me when I tried it. John Chum in yet? No. Just a second, guys. Hopefully John Chum can get over there. I was posting my regular channel just to make it a little easier. If you go on there and you go to the live tab, you should see both options. Hopefully you're still looking for it and didn't get mad and leave. Let me do one thing just a second. Just pinning a... There we go. Sorry, that was reposting a link over there. Get your guesses in. Got a 78, 80. If you are in the vertical, you can guess also. Got 78, 80, 80, 64, 82, 83, all good guesses. 80, 87. Anybody else getting in? I'll flip it in a few seconds. So get those numbers in. 83, 75. Okay, I'm turning. $19.80, so we had a whole handful of you in. Alright, so let's see, we had Bellows. Jimmy Licari. Foster Fines. Anybody else besides those three I'm not seeing? Okay, well, 3 more names on the list now. I would have guessed an 82, honestly. Silverman says, this is fun. Hopefully. Try to make it a little interactive instead of just listening to me and watching me. Oh, funny. My kids aren't here. I'm good with being a little bit more like that. If they were here, it's more family friendly. And it's 8:40 where I'm at, so they will probably be calling. Last night they were a little bit late. I had cut my hair. Well, buzzed my hair off because I don't have much on top. And because it all moved down to my face. Getting your butt kicked tonight? Well, you'll at least get your name on there once at the end of the night when we do it, if you're here, obviously. You don't have to be live to win it. But anybody that is in there gets a chance. These are just extras throughout the night. Thought you read Licked Mark Lester. That would be interesting. Got 10. This is roll 14 left. Is it one of those things where it gets late and everybody becomes like little boys? And everything turns into funny fart joke? I mean, I get that way when it's late and I'm kind of tired. I just become like a giant boy. So close, but so far. Wow. I cannot believe this. Slots bounty tonight. I know we've had some people hit it. But no, nothing extra for it. I haven't done a bounty. I know the top one I think is, I don't think it's the aliens. I think it's the 3 chili peppers. That's the top. Still have to play around with some of those settings, and like the 8-ball, it shows it should be working, but it's not. And it would help if I was on live chat too. That way I make sure I see everything. And I chose hot peppers as one of them because I like hot stuff. Oh, so close. I don't think I've ever seen the 3 chili peppers get hit. I should put a bounty though, if I remember next stream. Roll 12 left. It's a nice darkish one. Whoops. Fell off, but hopefully it was too far away to see it. At first I thought that said 1777. I was like, I don't think that's going to win. Sorry, I'll stop wiggling. Anybody else getting in? Give it a few more seconds and then I'll flip it. Flipping in 5, 4, oh, marks in 3, 2, 1. Okay. Bellows Forge is the last one I see until I do this. If it would focus. I don't know why it doesn't want to do it that way. It is a 2000. Yep, 2000. Anybody have 2000? Oh, no. 94 is the closest. KJ. Again, if you come in and you don't have points, holler, I'll give you some. They're free, they don't cost anything. I think I'm going to start doing streams at 5:30 because it was one of those I was like waiting around and I'm not doing anything, then might as well be streaming. So we'll test it Monday. We're doing a live stream for Shannon Smith. He donated to Pa's Spare Time, AFSP fundraiser, and at his level I am throwing in a box hunt. Ooh, almost 50 bucks. So we will be hunting a box for him. I'm going to start that at 5:30 just to see how it goes, because it seems like I've got a little extra time to begin with when I'm home from work. Oh, I left half my sandwich at work. Man. Yeah. I saw gold had hit 4,000. I can't remember when it was, but it actually broke 4,000. Let me grab a box here just a second. Getting a box to throw all the ones that I'll go through later and look for stuff, because the pile is getting quite large. So far, these are all the ones that I will be going through. Oh, Michael Erickson hit 3 money bags. Calling Papa Money. There we go. That doesn't work either. There, that works. Okay. It's one of those I like to... Oh. There, that takes care of that problem. I kept getting in my way, and so I kept moving it, and then I accidentally threw one in, and so why not just keep them in the same box? Yeah, I don't want to be rushed and do them like on camera all at once, because like I said, I'm not the best at penny varieties. So I like to make sure I can have like Variety Vista and, you know, some PCGS and Wexlers and that sort of thing open. So I can compare it and not just go, well, I'm not sure, and then, oh my hell. 10 rolls left. Got a good one for guessing. So we'll be guessing here in right there. Almost bedtime. Yeah. got some green and blackish and brown and some white. $81, $69, $77, $84, $97. Just wonder if, yeah, that still works. I was just seeing if it would actually focus on something other than if my hand was there. It seems like kind of getting up close, it doesn't like to focus. Okay, any other guesses? Getting close to closing. Okay, I'm going to flip it. It's 1972. Who do we have? 69, that's 3 away. Jimmy Licari. You're the next name on the Wheel of Names. It was an ender, and I saw that it was like black, and it was like, yeah, those black ones can be tricky sometimes. Oh my goodness. And you'll see why here in just a second. Guess the year. That is blazing. And I will flip that up for you also. Oh. I can tell you for sure it is not a VDB. If you found one of these, a 1909S VDB in this condition, holy crap. 58, 57, 57, 58, 44, you're taking a chance. 56 and 57. Usually if it's one like that, it's in the last few years. 55. I'm only holding it by the edge, by the way. Anybody else guess? 53. Okay, I'm going to turn it. Probably can't see it very well, but there you go. 1955 out of Denver, which means we are going to scope it. And we had someone figure out who the closest one is, if you would, while I do this.
Your son is attempting to reach you on your cellular device.
Give me a moment. Hello.
Calling to say goodnight.
Okay.
What have you been doing?
Just doing a coin hunt right now.
Nice. How many subscribers?
3,743, I think.
Nice.
Probably just the normal.
Nice. Except for on call.
Yeah, I'm not on call. That was last week. Okay. Oh, it's raining. Yep. Going out to get a package.
What?
Just I went out to get a package that was delivered. Just doing a penny live stream. Just found a really, really, really nice lady. Cool. Just the usual. Oh, cool. I love you. Good night. Bye. Love you too. Okay. Good night. Bye. Sorry about that, everyone. Like I said, I've got it by the edge, so I wasn't touching it, especially with my dirty fingers. And say it's still not the didn't beat the oldest. Was the 9th? All right. Nice. Okay, so who had, looks like Silverman. Did Alexander get that 55 in there before or after? I'm not sure. We'll throw him in. Because I got a little distracted putting it under the scope and stuff. Oh, okay. Well, you're honest, so I'm going to put you on there. I figure definitely honor being honest. Dang it. Why dang it? You didn't want to be on there? I mean, I can delete it. You'll never learn your lesson? Well, see, if you lied, it would have stayed on. If you told the truth, I was going to put you on. So either way, you were getting on. But it might as well have been through honest. I found a wallet once when I was a kid. It was a town about 45 miles away from where I lived. And the driver's license, you know, we went to the house that had the driver's license on it. And no one was there or anything. And so we left a note. And basically said, you know, call us, you'll have to come get it. You know, we live in Casper, and you know, it had like, I think $800 in it, I remember, if I remember right. This one's a crusty one. So anyway, the guy had to come out and get it, and he was all mad, and you know, he was accusing me of stealing the money and everything, and you know, I was trying to do the right thing and make sure he got it back, and then he starts accusing me, and my mom ripped into him, and I think it was my mom, you know, about saying we tried to come to your place, because he was mad he had to drive 45 miles. And she was like, you know, we could have said nothing, he could have kept the money, thrown the wallet away, all that kind of stuff. And basically it was like, I did a survey on the Chinese lady house. At the end, she tried to give me $600 in red Chinese festive envelope. I couldn't keep it, turned it into my company, helped pay her bill. Don't know, don't like being handed stuff. Anybody else getting in? It's a crusty one. $95. Anybody have? Oh, Michael Erickson's spot on. Sometimes those crusty ones are kind of fun to do. This is roll 9 left. Yeah, it's one of those that, you know, one thing I've never found in a penny box is a proof penny. I found proof nickels, proof quarters, proof halves, but never have found a proof penny. I found blazers before. I found a gold-plated penny. Actually, my daughter found it. We were hunting it together, and she's like, "Oh, a gold one." I'm like, "What?" So she pulled it out, and it was gold-plated. When I went into the bank last week to dump some coin, the teller said, "We got something for you." I pulled this out. And at first I thought maybe a silver quarter, and I was like, nope. But then they flipped it around, and it's a gold-plated Nevada quarter. So as soon as I saw this one, I was like, oh, it's a gold-plated quarter. It's worth a quarter. Because they always ask me how much things are worth. And, sorry. So I said, because they said, "Did you want it?" And I was like, "Heck yeah, I'll buy it." So I try to take them treats and stuff. I go down to a place that sells, basically it's like a grilled cheese shop, but then they have some ice cream and cookies and stuff. And so I always buy a dozen cookies. Not cheap, but they're not expensive either. But I take it into the 2 banks I go to. one time I took it in and the lady was looking at me and I said, just dropping off some cookies. And I was like, something about any halves come in, and she's like, so you're the $50 guy. I said, yeah, I'm the $50 guy. She goes, I've heard about you. So it was a nice treat. I made sure that I could take them in the one bank was like, yeah, as long as it's something for like everyone, you can't just give it to one person. And you know, it's something small and obviously no money or anything. So well, I just threw a handful in there. That's okay, I'll go through it later. Stupid. So I said, like, are cookies okay and stuff like that? And they're like, oh yeah, we love that. So the first time I took it in, they were just kind of like looking at me like, what? And then I went in a couple days later, dumped some more coin, and they're like, thanks for those cookies. I was like, hopefully you guys liked them. All right, Michael. Well, you can always check back the end of the thing when I do the wheel, and if you're a winner, you send me a email because your name is on that wheel. You don't have to be present for the wheel one, so just be aware of that. You're still able to do that. Appreciate you coming. Yeah, anytime. You'll have, if you are drawn, you have a week to email me. So actually, oh, never mind. Doesn't say I'm already sending you, or you're got the giveaway, but it was Jim Thompson. Doesn't say if you win it, I'll just throw it in there with that. Oh. I already showed the front because it was face up. We now have our new oldest. Wow. It's a 1940. The 40s have no varieties, so oh, Jim Thompson. If there's no more older than that, you had hit it exactly on. So the whole night you've been in the lead for the running for the oldest, because there was no one older, newer than 40. Yeah, not too bad. I don't know if Jim Thompson's still in here or not, but I wish I could have green names and stuff, but not to that point yet. And the other reason I'm thinking starting at 5:30 is because it gets quite late back east. So a lot of people have to leave so that you can go to work in the morning. So which one would you say so far is the find of the night? The 1940 or the Blazer 55? In your opinion. Even though the 40's cool, I think that Blazer would be my spot. No Canadians. Yeah, it looks like so far everybody's saying the same as me. Like I said, it's cool, it's old, but that Blazer, man, you don't pull those out of circulation like that all the time. Well, I would play the game on that one, but I can't even find a date. I come across them once in a while, not often. But yeah, Ma and Pa boxes had tons of Blazers. I was lucky enough to get one box of those. Nice. 96 Blazers. That's crazy. This will be an interesting one. Yeah, I can't believe I usually find like an average of 2 foreign per box. 76, 84, 98, and 89 and 91. '79, '02, and '95. Okay, anybody else? It's barely readable. It's a 95. So Bellows has hit it exactly on. So you've been on there a few times. So now we'll do this rusty one. I have no idea what the year is. It doesn't even want to focus. And this is the new one. There was two like right next to each other. 70 to 75 and 93. I haven't even looked at the year on this one. The other one I did just to make sure that there was a date that was legible, but this one I haven't even looked at. 70, 75, 93, 89, 82, 72, 72, and 01. Anybody else? I show Silverman being the last one. I'm going to flip it here in just a second. Mark Lester is in at 95. Anybody else? It is, I think it says 69, but let's just double check. $69S. And while we're right here, we'll just scope it for a DDO, which I'm not seeing anything even close to being it. So 69 had John Jacobs at 70. Is what I'm seeing, at least. What did you have, 95? Yeah, you're way. Yeah, there's nights on B Wallers that it's like I'm either hitting it or just completely off every time. It's like I'll be like, oh, it's got to be this, and then it's completely opposite. So next time I'm looking at it, I'm like, that looks exactly the same, so I'll guess what it was before, and it's completely opposite. Gatita can get on that as tons of times. Lucky. Five rolls left. Hopefully it makes up. 3 B's is not a good box. Not sure who was in here on Monday, but Blaine, B. Waller 76, had stopped in, and he was just a few away from hitting 3,000. So thanks to you guys, we bumped him up over that. And that's what I love, is people will help and sub, and if I win, you know it's rigged and should go to Gatita. Well, it's one of those things, if you win, you're more than welcome to give it to someone else. It'd be nice if I could get this stupid stuff to work correctly with each other like it's supposed to. I mean, I'm not a computer genius tech guru, but I mean, I know enough to do things. Like at work, half the time they'll just ask me if I can fix something, because by the time they put a ticket in and get someone to finally get there, it's kind of pointless. So how much is Gatita paying for all these gift donations? Just kidding. Gatita wouldn't do that. I have sent around to Gatita before. I think it was, no, it might have been a 2-cent piece. Can't remember. I know I sent something to you. It seems like it was right when I first started doing it, so it would have been a couple 2-cent pieces that just were way too bad to even try to give out on stream. Three left, there's no enders. Well, those 2-cent pieces, it's hard to find them for a decent price that doesn't cost an arm and a leg. Like on AppMex, to buy cull, they're, I think, $9 a piece unless you buy a bunch of them, and then they drop down to like 8 or something. Didn't get a DHC pen. Was it one that I sent in an envelope or a bubble mailer? Because bubble mailers won't work too, or envelopes I don't think work too well, but we can always find a way. Yeah. Because I can send a single coin, like that 2-cent coin, I think it was when I sent. You can get away with sending that in just a regular envelope with the stamp. The rounds, I do have to get the bigger, like the square, like greeting card type, and mark it non-machinable. And those with 2 stamps, which is actually 3 cents more than what is needed, is able to be sent that way. Otherwise, I'd be spending almost $5 to send around. Everybody who's had the pens have said that they write well. They're like, these are nice ones. So it's like, that's cool. get these back in my hand. There we go. Well, if you end up winning again, I will make sure that I'll get you some swag. Get you one of my stickers. Did I send you a sticker? Usually in the envelopes I don't. Last roll after this last half. I almost opened it up, not realizing. Last roll. As I say, the one we did for Copper Owl had a lot more Wheaties. I'm just glad that the slots and stuff are actually working in the main channel this time. Don't know if you heard that, but that was some nice thunder. Today at work it blinked out a few times. It was crazy the other night when it was thunder and it was, oh, last roll magic, and that looks a little bit slick. So let's finish this roll up real quick. Start thinking of what your guesses are going to be. I'll put this up in a second. You might want to not saying that you don't have to keep it John Jacobs, but you're more than welcome to switch it if you want. The wheats are quite slick. Not much detail left in them. A little beat up around the edge. So 54, 25, 49, 41, 1952, 41, and 50. Timmy. Well, do you want to change that? Because I can guarantee you it's not going to be that. Wheaties only go up to 58. But you can leave it if you want. Anybody changing it? Give you a chance. $19.17. I think KJ hit it almost on the head at $19.19. That is crazy. Last roll. So, unfortunately, Jim Thompson, who was in the lead, exactly spot on, got kicked out. Is VMC still here? VMC got it exactly on at 19.19. That is crazy. No, the closest, I should say. 19, not exact on. At first I thought it was exact, but there you go. VMC is on the list now. Yeah, I saw the 1909. I was like, oh man. When I saw that it was a 1, I was thinking, could it be like a 10? But no. Okay. Everybody who wants in. Oh. Type in wheel. And you will get your name on the wheel. So basically you'll have a chance for 2. So KJ in Ohio. Almost put jack boobs. Don't know what jack boobs are, but there you go. Anybody else? Did I miss? So I have KJ, Bellows, Timmy, New Marshall, Gatita, John, Mark. Silverman, you getting in? Since you're here, I'm assuming so. Anybody else here that is not? Okay. We got 32 entries on here. One million words a minute. I'm quick, but not that quick. On the 10 key, I can do about 300 keys per minute, numbers, you know. On regular keyboard, I do about 55 or 60 usually. Okay, shuffling, and I'm just going to get it. Ooh. Well, Jimmy, we're going to give one more away after this right now because it's end of stream, for a regular stream at least. Enter GAW to get in. So, Michael Erickson, I know I've got your email from when you donated that box for Be a Trainer. I don't know if your address was on it, but if you could just make sure I have it, we will get that to you. While we're doing that, I'm going to go over some of these, and then we'll do a recap and stuff later. So the rounds I have a Donald Trump Pence 2020, an Eagle poker chip, United States, planes and tanks, safety in numbers, Santa in a sleigh with a Christmas tree, Vietnam veterans 65-75, U.S. Marines, Iwo Jima, and then some of those other ones I had are, let me grab the different ones here. That's what the front and back look like. It's the same kind of round, so I have some that aren't together, but that's the front and back. It's a Don't Tread on Me and Liberty or Death. And then there's General Flynn, a Real American Hero. That's the front and the back. Since you're here, you should be able to do it, but I'm going to draw it here. And what time is it left? 30 seconds, and then that was the other one. Any of those tickle your fancy, Michael? Take the Marines. Okay, if you win, I've got that off to the side for you. Is Michael still here? I'm going to resume entries just to finish that clock out. I think Michael left, but just make sure, because I haven't seen that on the list. I got Jimmy, Silverman, Alexander, New Marshall, John Jacobs, Bellows Forge, Gatita, KJ, Crafty, Timmy, Mark Lester, and Foster's Finds. Yeah. Okay, anybody else? I'm going to close that. I'm going to pick a winner. Not our noses, but a winner. Crafty Dragon. I've only sent you a couple, I think. Congratulations. I know I've got your email and stuff. So, I'll get you first choice on those. Nope, wrong screen. There we go. So run through these again. Got the U.S. Marines, Iwo Jima, Vietnam veteran, Christmas tree with Santa, planes and tanks, safety in numbers, that one, is it another Trump one I had? Maybe it fell back when it fell off, but Trump Pence 2020, an eagle with the shield, Las Vegas, and then these ones I've got the Morgan, General Flynn. That's the front and back. I just did that so you can see what they look like because I've got two. And then Don't Tread on Me, Liberty or Death. And I do have a regular Donald Trump in a hat. So see if any of those are ones that you want. Yep, there it is. And then there is also that one. Don't Tread on Me. One of those ones. You want it left in this, or do you want me to put it into a capsule? It's up to you. They came this way to me. Good night, John Jacobs. As I do have more capsules, I just didn't put them in because they were already in these ones. So on that, just let me know. For now, I'll just leave it in this. Now we'll go through, yeah, because I've got those two plus another two. They sent me 5 of them. So it's kind of crazy. Flip is good, okay. Like I said, I do have them, just want to offer those. Because the other ones didn't come with anything, so it was like, I'm not just going to throw them in. Alright, so we got New Marshall, we got your 1919, 1940, 1953, and the Blazer 55. And then throwing in that nice 64, it's pretty nice one, I'm just throwing it in for you. And that kind of cool toned purple one doesn't show up on camera well, but okay. And I have your address, so I'll just send it, don't worry about it. Michael Erickson, if you watch the replay, let me know which one of those is good. I feel bad there wasn't, and I'll go through these, probably not tonight, but I'll go through those. So I have that package all ready to go for you. After I put it in, do you want me to just throw it in the mail, or what would you like? Because I do have Monday, I have one of the donator boxes from Pause. So it would be Thursday at the earliest if you did another box or something. Thank you, Timmy. I appreciate everybody coming. I know it gets late. It's 10 o'clock here, midnight back east. So mail it. Okay, I'll go through those hopefully maybe tomorrow, get those finished, and then I'll get that sent in the mail. So far you've got a whole bunch of stuff in here. You got a giveaway, you got some swag, you got some nickel stuff, now you got pennies. And goodies, yes. Okay. Let me find what I did with it. For now, I'm just going to throw these ones in here. So basically, you got two BUs. Yep, got a channel sticker, got a bottle opener. When anybody ever donates, I already give them one of that, a pen, bottle opener, and a sticker. If there's a certain color and I have it, I'm willing to switch out pens and stuff. So, last time I weighed it, I think it was a little over 8 ounces. So, still under a pound, so it's still decent cheap to send. If anybody wants to hang out, they're welcome to. I can go through some of those finds, but it is kind of getting like, oh. I get a new one of that. I need to smash those down. Yeah, I appreciate that. It's one of those that it doesn't cost much for like one of these packages. If it's under a pound, it only ends up costing me less than $5 usually. So and even if it was, that's why I factor in, it's one of those, I don't really make much, if anything, on boxes once you pay for giveaways and things like that. So there you go. Haven't won anything anywhere in over a month, so I feel ya. Thank you, everyone. I'm glad to provide some entertainment, hopefully. The only thing I'd be doing is either hunting coins myself or watching TV or something. But anyway, I got Jim Thompson's somewhere. Oh, I almost forgot to put the coin pack from tonight in there. I'm always entertaining. Well, I try to be. Sometimes I wonder about that. Okay, I'm just going to kind of clean up a bit, so gotta put these, I'm just going to put New Marshall in there so I remember to search them for him. I got BH Ringer, he has a package, but I can't send it because of the postal strike in Canada, so I can't get anything up to there. And I didn't even finish all of it yet tonight. I don't think I talked as much, but it's almost been 4 hours, I guess. Well, okay. Alrighty, enough rambling. Got people have work and not much left to do. Alright. Well, thank you again, and take care.